go. 280!
Get him! Get him! Get him!
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Here we go. 120! Outside, solid.
Wentz now on 1st down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
Mike by four.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Herbert got his target, Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That one goes for 8 yards. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Operating from the gun, Herbert. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it,
and across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
55, Mike 55.
Hey, Haywood.
Strip that ball.
Now Wentz. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Montez Sweat charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, Foxtrot. What's up?
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And Wentz will not be able to get rid of it. He's taken down for a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Ready, set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, Charlie. X3, 218, chopper. You're out. Hit it.
Mostert. And an alley to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. To throw, it's Wentz. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, exit.
Check 33. 33. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check. Check.
Hey, wahoo. Now.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Hey, lock it.
Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Topper.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
No. Watch twist.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 51 yards on the ground.
Go. 20. 25. Check 25. Watch out. He's checking.
Wentz going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage.
55.
Okay.
Check 55, Mike. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch safety three. Watch safety three.
Here's Mostert. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Shit.
Back to throw. Herbert. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check 99. Check 99.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bravo.
Check flag 33. Check flag 33. Defense wins championships, baby. Check it out.
From the gun, Herbert. And this is incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Check flag 33. Check flag 33. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the
6-6. Pull it high. Boogie B. Door.
shift.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Going up top. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. A big play there for Philly. 69 yards. So he nearly took it. The distance gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Throwing now is Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Wentz. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Leo.
Kill. Alert flare.
On first down, Herbert. Flush to his right. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, Johnson.
Check 26.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. He's going to look deep for more. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch it. Kill. Turn up.
Keep ripping.
This is Mostert. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Ready? 60 yards.
Hey, that's good. Switch. Bang.
Let's go.
To throw on 3rd down, Herbert. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Wild Bill. Wild Bill. Mike, check 33. 33.
Five.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Go, go, go.
Get it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike.
Hey, shoot.
Fellas, let's set a tone. Mike, check 33. 33. Here we go. Here we go. Set.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert going to throw deep for the ends, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
All day, baby, all day.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Back to throw. Herbert eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3.
Check.
Go.
Mike, check 33.
Hey, seam 6. Hit it.
2nd and 3. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... That's caught inside the 20. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Hey, high 7. Ready?
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Hey, Alpha.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Switch. Check 50, check 50. 36, 36.
Now.
Looking to throw it. Herbert. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Sunday. Recon, 132 fighter.
Throwing is Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A gain of 39 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there, with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Coaching spell.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the slant.
Sunday.
59. Mike's 59.
Wentz now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. If you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
He's crazy. He's checking crazy. Check 24. Check 24.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
To throw is Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Move. Hey, foxtrot. Here we go.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
For the field goal, a 56-yard attempt.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Mostert. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, exit.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert, and this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down. And they may be going backward here. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Get wide. Watch it.
Hey, wahoo! Short out.
10, under 10, 10. Undercrush.
Get up.
Back to throw. Herbert. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Mike shift 33. 33. You don't see me in your nightmare.
From the gun, Herbert. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he'll be taken down at the 18. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man complete. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. The give to Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Taylor. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Sunday. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash.
On first down, Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I know he ain't got it.
Hey, let's go.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Watch safety green. Watch safety green.
Ready?
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Yeah, they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.